Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, Glam By Sam. If you're new here, then hi! Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I don't always look like this with the bold eyeshadow, but today's video is actually a review on this Morphe 35S Sweet Oasis palette. And if you are already a subscriber, then of course, welcome back to my channel. So glad you're watching again. Last week I got this Morphe palette as a gift from my boyfriend, and the colors in this palette are super inspiring in my opinion, and they really make me excited for summertime because they all look like super tropical, which I guess was the theme of this palette. So I'm really excited to try out another Morphe palette with you guys on camera because this has definitely been a while. I think the last Morphe palette that I reviewed was the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, but now that I got this, I thought I would try it out on camera with you guys, and we created this look. So if you are curious to see what I think of this palette and how I created this look, then please keep on watching. So I just already primed my eyelids with the Pillowy's base off camera, and now we're going to start with the look, which I'm super excited about. So today I kind of want to go into these bluey greens because those are, in my opinion, like the stars of this palette. I think this looks so pretty, and I don't really own colors like this, so I kind of want to see what cool look we can do with these colors because I never really do a look like that. So I think we should just get started, and the first shade I'm going to use is this one right there, which is called Sail Away, and I'm going to put that in my crease. And for that I am going to be using a PC10 by Peaches and Cream, which is my favorite blending brush. So I just have my little blush here as a mirror because these palettes don't have a mirror, which is kind of sad. But I'm just going to tap this color on my brush, and as you can see, it's super pigmented. I'm going to tap off a little bit of excess, and then I'm just going to put this in my crease. I'm kind of like winging it out a little bit here, but we'll blend it later, so I'm just going to do the same thing on the other eye. So if you don't tap off the excess, it's definitely a bit more pigmented than if you tap off the excess. So then I'm just going to blend it out using this shade right here, which is called Salt Water Dip. And I'm taking the same brush, just putting a little bit on there. And then I'm going to focus on the top part of this shade and then just like blending it to my brow. And this definitely pulls a bit more green on the eyes than it does in the pan, but it's really pretty. I'm really not used to having my hair like this. I used to wear this hairstyle like all the time a couple of years ago. No, I never wear it, but for eye tutorials, I mean, it's nice when your hair is out of your face. And my hair is also a bit greasy, so then to deepen up this outer corner, I'm going to be taking this shade right here, which is called Hidden Cove. And this is a really like pretty darker bluey green. These are like super pretty colors, and they definitely remind me of like tropical places. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this brush by Beauty Bay, and I'm like tapping this on in a diagonal line like this, so that we kind of like get this lifted eye look, and then we'll blend it out later. I focus a little bit on my lid as well and kind of like bring this into the blend that we already had. And this is going to create a really pretty like lifted eye look, which is very nice if you have hooded eyes because then they look a lot more open. So I'm pretty surprised by how nice these colors actually work. So then I'm taking my Peaches and Cream brush that we just had, and I'm just going to blend these two together. I'm not adding any more shadow, but there is still a little bit of eyeshadow on this brush from the blend that we already did. So I'm just blending this all together with very little pressure. For some reason this eye always looks not how I want it to look, but my right eye is looking nice. So then I'm taking a bit more of this Sail Away shade that we started with, and I'm going over it to blend this all together. Just going up to the brow bone as well. And I really like the blend that we have going on that eye. So I'm doing the same thing on the other eye. So then I want a tiny bit more depth. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be taking this shade here, which is called Secret Lagoon. And the brush that I'm using for this is a PC20 by Peaches and Cream. And I'm just going to slightly tap this in here. Tap off some excess because this looks super pigmented. And then I'm just placing this kind of like on the outer corner. So like I'm doing here, just slightly bringing it up. Because this will definitely deepen up the eye look a little bit. And I'm also just bringing this slightly to my lower lash line. Taking that same PC10 brush, I'm blending this all together again. And also blending this to the lower lash line. I really like how that is looking. So now off camera I'm going to do a half cut crease and then I'll be back and we'll apply some nice shimmers. So off camera I just created this little half cut crease with my P. Louise base, and I do this off camera is because it's actually pretty difficult to do and I even struggle with it sometimes, so I'd rather do it off camera than having like a 10-minute footage of me trying to do a cut crease. But I'm back and now we are going to apply some shimmer on top, and I can't stop looking at this shade right here, which is called Coastline Cruise. So I am going to apply that to my lids and I'm so excited to see what it will look like. So I'm going to try to apply it with a brush, and what I'm going to do is just take this flat brush by Beauty Bay and just go in here. Looks super pigmented, and then I'm just tapping this on the base. Not all shimmer shades are really well visible if you apply them like with a brush, but this one is really pigmented. So now that we have this shimmer applied, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Peaches and Cream brush again. I'm going back in this shade here, which is called Hidden Cove, and I'm basically going to sort of like blend the line between the shimmer and the shadow. So just putting this back in there and then just like tap over this line. This looks so cool. I love it. Using this same brush, I am going to add a little bit more to the lower lash line. So now for the final touch, I want to add a little bit more to the inner corner, and for that I'm using this shade right there, which is called Island Hop, and I'm using this same shader brush that we used for the Coastline Cruise shade, just tapping this on the other side and then just like applying it to the inner corner. So now that we have the eye look ready, I am going to apply some mascara and lashes off camera, and then I'll be back right here to share my final thoughts on this palette with you guys and see how the look turned out. I'm really excited about it, so please keep watching. Okay guys, and this is the finished look that I did with the Morphe 35S Sweet Oasis Palette. I just applied some lashes and mascara and I couldn't find my eyeliner, so I hope my lashes aren't like too fake looking, because I usually apply some black liquid liner to kind of like diffuse the edge between the lash and my natural eye. So I hope they're still looking fine. These lashes are from Primark and the lash glue that I use is from Duo. I will put all my products in the description box, do not worry about that. But I really like how this look turned out. It's very different to see myself with this kind of eye look because I never really wear a look like this, but I'm definitely happy with how it turned out and I really liked the quality of the Morphe palette. I know Morphe is not everyone's cup of tea, but I kind of liked it. I definitely want to try some other looks with this palette as well, so comment down below if you want to see a video on those as well, or if I should just post them on Instagram. My Instagram is of course linked in the description box as well. But I do quickly really want to thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, then I would absolutely love it if you gave it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. All of these things would help me so much with my channel and I'd really appreciate it. But with that said, I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye!